All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. All right. Okay. Um, Here I am uh, again live. The topic: do we have the answers? Do we have the answer? That's a question for you, and one is for me. Do we have the answers? Honestly, to tell the whole truth of the matter, I believe that without a doubt, everything has been laid out. I believe that the Father has given us all the answers in which shall and have been given unto us. It's just what we do with them, or how we receive, or how we take the answers in which He has laid out before us, and how we take them and apply them. And I think where we're at today, people are not looking, seeking, desiring, or wanting the answer. They want to pretty much stay at a standstill. They want to stay exactly where they are at, where it is a comfort zone. So therefore, they are not looking to have the answer, seek the answer, desire the answer, feel the answer, know the answer. But if you think for 1 minute that the Most High Yah needs to get with their program instead of them getting with His program that has already been laid out. I don't know if you all know that when the Father have said unto me that it is finished, and I speak it very boldly, it is finished, it is done. Even me myself measuring that the fact that it's finished and it's done, I dissect it with the whole overall of what all He has spoken unto me, what all He has shown me, what all He has revealed unto me. Meaning, I don't think He kept anything undone. I really don't. I don't think there's nothing for in this day that's undone. I think everything is plainly seen. I think it's plainly seen. I don't think uh, there's anything that's going to come to bring clarification, identification. I don't think it's nothing even that's going to happen on this earth that's going to cause people to see something new. I think everything that the Most High Yah has and have put out, it's out there. I really do, y'all. I think it's just like He said. He says that knowledge shall increase in that day. Just because He increased in knowledge, and just because you got the majority, I ain't gonna say majority, I'm gonna go and make it like it is, the majority who don't care about the knowledge that is being increased, that's not saying that He has not fulfilled it. It is finished. I believe that the knowledge that was increased in this day has already taken its righteous place. I believe that there are things people are looking for, desiring, and seeking, and they're seeking these things out of the flesh of a human being, whether it's male or whether it's female. I believe people are searching and desiring something to be put before them, or something to be applied to them, or something to come out of the heavens down to them. They're looking for any and everything to address them. But I believe that we have the answers. already. And I think the answers are very clearly seen right before us. As my time here on the earth in this day, which I always thought as a young person I would not live to see this day. When what day is that? The day of darkness, the day of heavy, wicked, and evil, the day when Yah is judging the earth, the day in when Yah is judging the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah. The day, this day, I would have never thought that I would see the day in which we are in. But here we are. Here we are. And I believe that the answers, we have the answers. And I don't think that it's an individual have the answer. I think the answer rests right before us, where our eyes can see it in the natural and our eyes can hear it in the natural, because the just of who Yah is, he's not going to put it to where it's so hidden in the spirit where you can't see it in the natural. How just would that be? To have all these prophecies put before you and you can't see them, nor can you hear them. So I say unto you, we have the answers. It's just, what are you willing to do with what you have? How are you willing to live now that you have answers that many do not have? And it's not because they haven't been given, or they can't see like you, or can't hear like you. These answers are the answers to yesterday, today, and tomorrow is clearly seen right here today on the earth. Clearly seen. And this is what is said in my spirit. It is finished. What are you looking for, Deborah? What are you seeking for? It's finished. That means that anything I desire and I seek it for that should come upon the earth, it's already present. Let me tell you what's hindering people from embracing it: a full denial. People are in full denial of themselves, of their nation, their tribe, where they reside, where they work, their country. Everything is a great big ball of lies. And that seems to be the only way people are willing to live in the lies that has been told, that is being revealed today, instead of seeing all the things that's plainly seen. The answer is right before you. Through what you see, what you hear, it's all right before you. Now, what can you do with it? When the Father has put all the answers there before you, now it's time for you to, in your spirit realm, dissect all the answers and all the things that has been put before you. You know how Solomon said, there's nothing new under the sun. Now, he was saying it back then. When I today say it like unto Solomon, there's nothing new under the sun. When Solomon was saying there's nothing new under the sun, he was talking about what was under the sun, the earth, where we reside. There's nothing new. So with that being said, that's somewhat of what I'm saying. Those things that Yah set up for a day as this, it is right now clearly seen. The answer is right before you. But like I said, it's a mindset that people have that, okay, I'm not going to believe it. I hear it, I see it, but I'm not going to believe it. It got to be this. It got to be more to it. It can't be this. Let me set an example. I sat back and spoke of yesterday about the powers that be who have Africa as their trophy. They can do anything over in Africa and swing it to the world to see as their way of saying, look what's going on. Now you see they got the monkeypox. And the example that the United Snakes has is what is over in Africa. You can see the people that have the monkeypox. It's not people here in this country. At least I haven't seen the pictures. I've seen only the hands and the legs, and it appeared as this people who has this, it looked like they're not even from this country. You can tell the difference. The nails and the hands and the color, the skin tone, you can tell. They ain't gonna let you see the face because they don't want you to know it's from another continent. They want you to think it's over here. Now that the United Snakes is ushering it right before the whole world, they're going to also, it's not that they're trying to stir up something to where if this monkeypox come from over in Africa and it has something to do with melanated people, then why is it the United States of America using it over here? It's because they have to fulfill the answers that is right before us. And these answers are answers that we refuse and reject seeing. And they all are clearly seen right before us. We're in full denial that things are actually happening. And I realized that today. I said it's a full denial. And as he said to my spirit, but all the answers is set forth. I said, that's going to be my topic. The answers is right before you. Now, I don't know how far they're planning on going with this, but that is one of the tools that they're subject to use because it's being seen, it's being heard. You see, it's subject to be one of the two tools to cause people to see melanated people a certain way, as if they are the only one that can transmit monkeypox. You see, we know that it just didn't come up from some animal, but this is the type of power, right hand and left of the European nations. They are the power of the corner of the earth. And this is how they rumble. This is how this is their work. And it's sitting here right before us. But we as a people, as a nation, even as a tribe, will see these things that's right before us that has all the answers, and we will bypass them and continue our wicked and evil at our highest level among our own nation and tribe. We got so much going on among our nation, Judah, a tribe. Oh, we got so much going on to where you don't even see nobody even questioning. Wait a minute, y'all. Do y'all see what's going on? Hey, people. Hey, tribe. Hey, Judah. Hey, Israel. Wait a minute. Hold on. Here in the United States, people. Judah in the United States, melanated people. Do y'all see what's going on? Do you see? And I'm standing here, sitting here, saying to you, the answers are right before you. All the answers We have. They're right before you. And this is where I can grip the judgment of Yah, because the way Yah ushered in the judgment is not a way that is hidden. It's the answer is right before us. Judah is being heavily judged by the Most High Yah. The judgment is coming, and not coming, the judgment is on the earth among Judah in a way that you have to be able to see it. It's right there. The answer is right before us. We are beholding it every day. We are hearing it every day, but we are in this heavy, heavy delusion as if we can't see it. We don't understand anything. We don't get it. We're not beholding it. We're not communicating it. But the key to that is Deuteronomy 28. You are destroyed. Hello in the live chat. It's good to see you. It's because of what Deuteronomy 28 said. The end game is that you're going to be destroyed. This is going to be gone. You see? So all the answers are there. Everything is clearly seen. But Judah is gone. They can't see all that they ever asked or wonder about is right before. Everything is clearly seen, you guys. And I'm not speaking of the spiritual realm where it is a certain a certain space. I'm talking about it's clearly seen. All the answers is right before you in the natural. Everything is right there. I sit back and I say, now, if we take away Judah, because 92% of they prefer to be called African Americans, they rather be called black. See how enrooted they are rooted in something that they are not, but they will kill you to interfere with what they want to be called. I mean, to the point of death. It is the answer to why is it things are happening, the answer to what is going on, why it's going on, how it's going on. Look at this and look at that. The Father have made all the answers to be laid out on the table for us to not just see, but to hear it. And we walking bypassing it as if we don't see nothing that's going on among our own nation. So it is best. I'm going to tell it like it is. It might be best that Judah be gone, so he won't be able to see all the answers is clearly seen. You can behold it and you can hear it. It's laid out right before you. You don't need nobody else to tell you anymore. You don't need it. Everything is laid out. Like I said, I spoke of the monkeypox. Now, if you can't see how the European nation power work to bring the monkeypox over here, and they're covenant it as if it's something that fall under what you call melanated people, to where other people might not want you around because they might feel they can catch something from you, even though they looking at you, see ain't nothing wrong with you. But this is how they keep up chaos. See, everything is clearly seen. Everything is right before us. And we are looking at it with our eyes wide open, our ears wide open. That means that we got all the answers, but it has not moved us as a people. So what's wrong with the people? They gone. They gone on home. They gone on home. You see? That's what happened. Because everything is laid out. All the answers is right there. Okay? So I see a level of what you call racist at a level of really pretty much what it was in the beginning, coming over here, slave mentality. That is being conducted right here as I speak. And them allowing people to do things plainly, right in open view, clearly seen. And ain't not one nation of Judah, African America, is really standing up against unrighteousness. I sit here and I say the answer to it all is clearly seen, that the judgment of the Most High Yah is the answer that's laid out. And because Judah, African Americans, is in full denial to the point, and I said it early, strong delusion. This too could be the will of the Father. But I, Sister Deborah, I was sitting here and I did a 2-hour video, which I'm going to upload after this one. And I was sitting here and I was thinking, I said, it don't even make any sense to give people anything out of their instructions and direction book, the King James, because it's just like it's vain and vast. It's like useless. It's worthless, and it's plainly seen. All the answers are laid out. The answer to why it wouldn't benefit. And it makes it all clear to me because it goes back to what I was told. It didn't start with you, baby. This book been here a long time. The word been here before the book. And they have not picked neither nor up to learn of it through my spirit. Everything is plainly seen, you guys. Everything is in plain view. And I couldn't, at first, a couple of times I couldn't understand. I used to go to like, what you call it? Estate sales. It's like a yard sale. Somebody passed away and they getting rid of all their items. And I can be the only melanated person there. Now when I go, and I haven't been in probably about a month, but when I did go, guess why I stopped going? Because it's a total different atmosphere now. It's like, what you doing over here around us? What you doing over here? See, it didn't used to be like that. And when I say it didn't used to be, it wasn't like that last year. So see, what I'm saying is I could feel the vibes. I'm not one that's in full denial. So I would look at that and say the answer to that is something has changed. That's the answer to it. See, a lot of answers are right there. The answer to where they're going to kill you and they're going to destroy you, or they're going to lock you up. They're going to do all these things. That stuff is real. But you can also see just reasons standing right by it. There is a reason sitting right next to it. Let's take one person. Let's talk about that Sonia Massey. It is so much trash coming out, more and more about who this cop was, how this was set up, how this was planned. You do not see the African Americans standing up as one, saying no. They never did anything, and they never have, and they never will. When it become their sons and daughters or their husband and wives, then they'll stand up. But outside of that, they wouldn't stand up to say anything. Now listen to this. This lady's death is still up front. And while it's up front, I'm like saying, all the answers is there. You guys, they got the tape showing you what happened. They got the tape of everything. Is that not all the answers right there? You see the point I'm making? I'm trying to take y'all a place you never gone before tonight. I'm showing you how it does, what is happening in this day that we're in this midnight hour. Things has been placed out here, not just what it is, but the answer of why it's there. You see what I'm saying? It's not just things clearly seen, but it has the answer to why it's clearly seen right before you. If you take this Sonia Massey situation, clearly seen, is it not? Have everybody seen the videos? Have everybody seen when he shot her, when he was at her front door? You seen the whole overall, all of it is clearly seen. The answer is right there. But every time you turn around, the cop, the detective, the police department, the mother, the father, the son, and others coming up with a different line of reasoning or reason. And I'm like saying, wait a minute. First and foremost, by law, they never, ever, ever would be able to release the video until the court has brought it in, so it won't affect the court or him going to court. And so what? Who leaked and gave all the videos out before the man had his day in court? This is a reason right here where you might find out that he might be able to get out, because all the answers are right there. Everything is right there. Everything that European nation has allowed, has steered their people into doing things to Israel and Judah, because they see you are not having enough sense to know who you are, having enough sense to unite, having enough sense to say no, having enough sense to speak out, having enough sense to stand for what is what? Righteous. What is righteous? The bosom of Yah's is righteous. But Israel and Judah will never stand up for anything righteous and just. Now, they'll stand up for chaos, but they will not stand up for anything righteous and just. So here we are in a situation that they have measured our mindset. They know us better than we know ourselves. They took those 400 years and got to really know what type of people we really are. And here 400 years has gone away, has passed, and 92% of Judah have no idea that they are Judah. I mean, not Judah, the tribe of Judah. 92%. But is it all the answers out there? Yes, it is. But what keep them from not knowing what is actually going on? What keep this melanated people not knowing or not having to know what is taking place? Because they're gone. It's a part of the curse. They would never have gotten it. That's why I say and title this, all the answers is right there. Even the answer to Judith, the melanated people, the African Americans here, something's wrong. It ain't right. And it's all clearly seen. All the answers is straight out on the table, y'all. All the answers is straight out on the table. That's why I told you all, I've been telling you this probably a year and a half. He ain't getting ready to send you another one. He ain't gonna send you that prophet of his, that prophetess, or that good pastor, that good teacher, that a good evangelist, that good bishop. That he's not sending you nothing. Everything has been laid out. The answers to everything is laid out on the table. And this is a people who want no part in the answers to all the questions and the reasons and the darkness and the light. It's all laid out. When I did that 2-hour and something video earlier, it was around about, I think it was in the morning time, but I did it and I said, I started to upload it. I said, but for what? You bringing stuff out and it ain't going to change anything. First and foremost, they're gone. It's over. All the answers is laid out. It's laid out. And nobody is how would I say it, beholding everything that's laid out. Those migrants they have, you guys, the immigrants that's coming, they're coming for you. They're coming for the melanated people. Even the ones from over in Africa. They coming for you. Why? Because the European nations has ordered this plan years ago. This is a way that they know hands off from them, but at least we can get somebody else to do it. You know, like they did the same thing with Hitler. Put him in there to portray that he's destroying the Jews. They did that with Hitler. You see, they always got their little egg in the pot. And the plan, and you know what? When the migrants, the immigrants was coming over here, and when you start to see them sending up many of them from China, and they were like military men, many of them, and you see them coming, and the people on the news and all over, well, where's the wives? Where's the children? And that's the same thing about cross the border. Now they have sent so many men over here, and it's for you, Judah. It's all on the table. And just because you can't see what's on the table, you can't see you can't see all the answers, you can't behold none of it, you can't grip it, and you can't dip it, because you all in a bunch of chaos of wicked and evil. And it's plainly seen. The answer to why, it's right on the table. It's nothing hidden that you cannot see. The answer is right on the table. So their idea was to get them over here and make sure they take care of them until it's time for them to step into these communities. And they're coming in, they pulling in here in this state as well. But the main states were New York, Chicago, and different cities in New York, and different cities in Chicago, California. I don't think they got them in Texas too, because a lot of them came through the borders there. But they taking them now to the cities in which African Americans reside. Why? Because the plan is Matthews 24:7, nation against nation. They knew what they were doing from the beginning. And then pull up Revelation 18. They're going to be coming in and residing in as a resident of foul birds, devils. So they plan is, which I think it's a really powerful plan. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a really powerful plan, but they didn't even have to. They didn't. What I'm looking at is it wasn't even something that sneaky. They did it, smiled at you, and said, "So what? We giving them all this money to come in here to destroy your tails." And what is Judah doing? What is African American doing? Destroy themselves, especially our men. And you don't have a man out there, not one male that can lead the black men into anything righteous. It's all clearly seen. All answers is right there. I think about 19 Keys. 19 Keys is really, really, really good. But as I see in the last month, I've been watching, not every day, maybe a couple of times out of a week, 19 Keys. And guess what? His little spirit is going like this here, diving straight down. He's talking like Sister Deborah is talking. That's how he's talking. He's coming to this thing that, wait a minute, it's not there, is it? It's really nothing I can really do, or it's nothing I can really do to say and help these people. What? 19 Keys, good speaker. And the way he poured up was he was the type of person that was a good speaker, and he's an ear to hear. You know how somebody that's real good that can hear the cause of any and everybody, and he was one that heard and listened to all these African American men and women that called themselves on YouTube leaders, and he would speak to them. But I liked him because his way of thinking and his summary of it all always land in righteous. And I couldn't understand that, because I look at him and I say, well, okay, he's a Muslim. He came out of the what is his name? Louis Farrakhan. And I'm like, surely he can't be, but his words are so powerful, and his words carry righteousness. Not all of them. I'm not saying that. Ain't nobody got it all right. Not even Sister Deborah. But what I'm saying is the things that he would say and he would teach is really, really some good stuff. So now in the last month, I'm sitting here watching this man. Every week I look at him, and he comes on, I think like 2 or 3 times a day, and he diving straight down. And that's that hope. It's going down. Why? Because now he sees the answer is right before. The answer is not what I'm trying to get these people to understand and see what's happening and what people are doing, or how we need to stop he's more so we need to stop what we're doing. Y'all, we need to do this. He traveled all over the world. We need to stop this, and we need to stop this. Men, you need to do this. Men, you need to do this. Men, they ain't listening to him. They ain't listening to him. And that's why I was saying to you, he don't have a lot of subscribers. He don't have a lot of likes, but he's semi-wealthy, and he travels trying to get, quote, African Americans to look into things and do things righteous. And I'm like saying, see that, there go another one. And he diving all the way down. And now I see him, I don't see that energy he had at first. He's speaking almost to the point like me feeling sad for him, because I know he's telling the truth. And it's almost like his hope is not even there anymore. He just doing a video. Pretty soon he ain't gonna be on YouTube doing videos, because he was never one to come on every day, but like he's doing now. He just start doing that. He was one that you might see every once a month or once every 2 months. He travels. He speaks to people, our people, telling us how we can get above the ways that we are. And I look at him and I feel sad for him because I said, baby, it's over. It's finished. You don't even know who you're dealing with. I know they're your same melanated skin. I know these are considered your people, but baby, these people ain't paying you no attention. They don't give a rat's behind about nothing. It's over. And that's what, when I see him, because he used to be so energized and always in it. And I'm telling y'all, I don't care who he's speaking with. They tell what they got to tell, talking about the pyramid and all of this over in Egypt. But when he pull in, he telling you something for you to learn. And most of the time, he telling you his sides of things, but he telling you the righteous way. But there's no hope in that. It's no hope in that. And he's starting to go like this. Now I'm like, this ain't the same person. Yeah, see, this is what I speak when I say the answer is on the table, you guys. It's right before us. The battle is over. Judah, African Americans, you're going to be the darkest war in this country to come. You're going to have the worstest time ever that ever hit the face of the earth. I had a really, really big issue when I saw this European saying he was a prophet. He got to be like 55, 56. Got a lot of subscribers. When he said that he had a dream that the Father had showed him that the town, the city was full of people, dead people, but they were black people. I had a problem with that. First thing I said, this is what I said, y'all. This is what I said, no, you didn't. You ain't got the right to get on this nationwide television as a European and send a message to all these heathens and these Gentiles and these Europeans that you had a vision from Yah that you're going to see all black people in a city dead. And he said they are in danger. That's what he said. And he's a European, called himself a prophet. And I'm like listening to him and I'm like, oh no. Until the Father says, stand down. Stand down. Is that not what I have said unto you? Have not you been on there the last 3 years trying to explain that to them? How many times have you taught Deuteronomy 28 in game? Didn't I tell you you got the victory, you won the game? That's what the game is about. You see? And I'm like saying, no, he can't say that. He's a European. He's You white. You ain't got no business prophesying about blacks gonna be in the streets dead. And the Father had to check me. Because he said, Deborah, you know better. You know the deal. Just because they don't listen to you, when you try to tell them, you try to warn them, you try to give them the up head, they don't listen. That don't mean it ain't gonna happen. Because you know it's all up in their instructions and direction book. I'm coming for their bad tails in a way that has never hit the earth. But do you think the African Americans and the Judah give a rat's behind? No, they don't. Now, when the migrants come in, y'all listen to this. When they come into the community, which they already, and I don't know, y'all never did pay any attention to, probably about 6 months ago, they was trying to figure out how these migrants got all these power weapons. Because they had many guns in there. They're going to make sure that they are loaded. And what you all don't know, African Americans and melanated people, and that is this: these people ain't coming to play with you. These people coming to fulfill 2 missions. The European plan, European nation plan on your butt, and the biblical word. And it's going to be done whether you like it or not. Those 400 years meant something to the Most High Yah. You know how long he saw you suffering and having to go through? And at that same token, he did not come down with that right hand to defend you. You know why? You know why? He knew that you would never turn to anything righteous. He knew that you wouldn't repent and turn. He knew it always. He see what y'all doing out on the streets, and he see every last one of y'all beholding, listening, and taking heed to all this trash going on, this chaos, and getting some type of satisfying feeling because you're hearing all this chaos and not open your mouth to nothing and portray as if nothing is going on. And my message today is to say to you, all the answers he said is on the table. If there's no more other answers, you're going to run here, you're going to run there, you're going to be trying to get as much information as you can. You're going to be trying to get this. He's going to say, turn to your chaos. You love it, so go to all those chaos. You got enough men on this devil platform fighting against each other, arguing against each other, showing the whole wide world what type of nation of people they are and have been, as they said, 1/3 of a human. This is the way your people are conducting yourselves, and you all in full delusion and lie that it's not happening. But the answers are all on the table. That means I can't even go to the point trying to find answer why this like this. And but no, Deborah, stand down. The answers are all there. Stop acting like you don't see the answers. They right there. They right there. When you see a man put gasoline in his newborn baby's bottle to feed him, to kill him, there go your answer. That's the answer. But your melanated people will kill you because you said he did it. That's how sick the African Americans has become. They don't see nothing that's taking place. And he's saying that it ain't that they don't see, Deborah. It's a spirit of total denial. It's like someone, if Sister Deborah tell you that they locked this one man up from raping his 2-year-old, when every man on this devil platform at the sound of my voice that would come onto my page, they'll get angry and they'll leave. Like I committed a crime because I told them truth. See, truth requires people to wing away. Truth causes you to run from it. Truth will get you to be all over the place outside of in the midst of truth. That's how powerful truth is. Truth will pull up when you're thinking that it is nowhere to be found. And when it come up, it's coming to offend. It's coming to shame. Because no one wants truth in the world today. So he's giving you what you so desire. So many people, I sit back and watch all these people on these devil platforms with all this chaos. They giving entertainment to their own nation. It's like taking drugs into a community of Black people. And they just, act as if you just gave each one of them $1 million. All of them want to be on drugs. It's just like taking a billion of guns into the Black people community. And all of them ready to go get theirs. And they already know they got somebody they want to shoot. That's who your people is. The answer is on the table. Ain't nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing that cannot be clearly seen. The nation is going to see us for who we are and who we conduct ourselves while the 400 years. They're going to see us today in a way worse than we ever been. And when I say worse, I'm talking about them things coming out of the bottomless pit. Those things that has been let loose. And the spirit of the African Americans in this country. It's going to be revealed in plain view where all the world is going to see. All the world is going to see you and hate you worse than the hate, the perpetual hate they already have. And the type of hate that they're going to have will be the hate that gives them the right in the system to come try to feel they can take your life because you are an African American. And I had to say African American because African American is where 92% of your melanated people who say who say that they are African Americans. They don't understand. They ain't got no connection to Africa outside of the sick mindset that African people have. And you can sit and think that they don't, but they do. Now, when they brought all these people over here, they're going to disperse them, which they have already, to each community, and they're going to make sure they give them plenty of money to survive. And once they can get them into the community, into your community, they already are fully aware their mission over here. Now watch this here. Their mission over here is to destroy you. Their mission over here. The law has already got it in books, already ahead of time. That's why they were allowing them to do things to police down in New York. And they lock them up and let them out, even when they done stuff to police. You know why? They're sending a message to you all. When they do something to you all, we are not coming. So if you want to know some more about it, go to Matthew 24 and verse 7. That's the nation against nations and kingdom against kingdom. You want a little bit more deeper, you better hook on to a Revelation chapter 18, verse 1, 2, and 3, and 4. It's telling you all about it. It's laying it all out there. The answers are all right there. The Father say, ain't nothing hidden, ain't nothing, everything, even in the dark, the answer is sitting right in the midst of darkness. This is why no one is really working on or responding to the chaos. When you see these men saying they represent Yah, then the next minute they say they are not in the Hebrew Israelite, but they are chosen men of Yah to come teach their people. Now you see them fighting, talking about killing each other and battling each other. And you see what you call a pastor that is known on YouTube, all in the middle of it, and also still in a bunch of chaos that he started with another pastor that was on his side. If you all understand, a lot of you all might say, but Deborah, that's a lot of stuff that's going on, and that's a worldly, it's all worldly, but it's setting you up. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. No, let me stop saying it. Let me stop saying coming. It's present. The answer to it all is right here. So what I'm trying to say about all that chaos, what it's out there for is so I can see the finished work that the Most High said when he said it's finished. This is the finished product, Deborah. My judgment is going to be on the house. Here it is. Look at it. This is what you see. See, we thinking we have no idea that the judgment, what the judgment of the Most High Yah look like. This is what it's going to look like. Wait till you get the migrants coming up in here. Immigrants. You know why they coming? They're not afraid of you. That's why the European nation planned it to be this way. Trump knew he wasn't trying to build no wall. He never was trying to build a wall. That was a part of the plan, that they get through here more than one way. And this one man that's fierce, he said, now he go down there, he been videoed, and he been against all of this, and he used to work down there to the police border or whatever. He said, I cannot believe it. They're helping them get over here. The people that's supposed to stop them are letting them in and helping them get over the fence and everything to get them over here. It's the plan of the European nation. And then you say, well, why would they do that with you? Why is it that important for them to bring them in on you? Because you too ignorant to know where you stand in the eye of the Creator? That's on you. That's how shows how gone you are. Many things that they're doing to this nation, to Judah, or the African Americans here in this country, all the things they're doing is because of Yah's namesake. It's a reason for it. Ain't nothing on this earth as powerful than the reason of what they're doing to a people. It's a reason for it. And they're fulfilling it. So all the answers is out there. And I sit back and I think, I said, well, okay, when you begin to speak spiritual, when you begin to speak spirit and truth, you begin to speak the light, you begin to tell the righteousness will of the Father, you begin to talk about his word, his power, his greatness, no one hears you. Not even those who follow you. Because they want the chaos. They want the stuff that stirs them up. But here it is today. But it ain't going to stir you up until you see what this little hen been saying. It's right here and now. The plan was for them to come into the communities to destroy you. So I got upset with this European who said that he had a vision. He's supposed to be a prophet. Oh, God gave him a vision that, black people are going to be in it. And when I said, oh, no, the Father checked me. Said, what you mean? You know the judgment is on the house. And you would think that we done went through so much in 400 years. Somewhere we'll have a pin, needle, or light. But he said, let me get mine out of there first. Let me get mine out. See, that's that's going back to what I said. All the answers are right there. Revelation chapter 7. He said, let me get mine out first. let me see your minds. No one ever thought that the Most High has sealed his. Wait a minute. I got an answer. I got a question. So if you sealing yours in their forehead, what about the others? See, nobody never gave it a thought. Nobody even comprehend. Why are you sealing a certain amount? What happened to all the others? 144,000, y'all. That's a pin needle of how many African Americans here in this United States alone. That's 144,000 on the four corners, people. You got about 40 million here in the United States, and you're going to take out 144,000 and think that you in that line? Come on now. You better talk to the Most High Yah and get it right and understand this thing. Because a lot of you thinking you just going to walk up out of here happy-go-lucky and have sit and entertain all this chaos and this nonsense that's going on instead of being in a spirit of repentance. Talking about, if enough people would have talked about, you say 40 million in the United States, the African America. You mean to tell me out of 40 million, it is in Revelation chapter 7, out of the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah, only 144,000? I explained to you all, that is a pin needle. So when a lot of them on here and they teaching you all that, oh, we all are going and it's all going to be good and we all, no. What will be the purpose of allowing the house to fall under judgment if you're going to take the house out? Make it make sense. Why is it you're going to judge the house first? For what? The house been in judgment and been under curse 400 years. What do you mean you're going to judge the house? Because Deborah, the house, been under my curse, but they have been under more wicked and evil than the curse itself. So they never gave it a thought. 100, I told y'all in the last 3 years, 144,000. Rethink yourself, baby. Get it right. See, they can't even understand. If you got, it's more than 40 million. You got 40 million here in the United States. of African American alone. Yah is not coming just to the United States to get you out of here. He's coming to the what? The four corners. So the four corners is included in the 144,000. So I don't understand. It's going back to tell you, this is what he was saying. Deborah, it's all the answers is laid out right before. All the answers are laid out right before, but they still reject knowing the answer to all truth. But you put all this chaos on these platforms, everybody in tune with it, everybody trying to get in to like and have they say so, and all you see is chaos between man and man, calling both, all of them call themselves chosen, all of them call themselves men of Yah, and all they giving you in this dark day is what? Chaos. Who's the author of chaos? Who's the author? Who is the creator? Satan himself. But yet they say they chosen men of the Most High Yah, and they grabbing the majority of African Americans as their how would I say it, group that falls into it and play the games with them. Y'all, these men is the highest level of wickedness that I have ever seen on YouTube. And that's along with Pastor Dial too. The highest level. But your people make them, but they're God. They make them men of God. These are chosen men of Yah. With all this chaos, they showing the whole world what the children of Yah is really like. They were like that before they got over here, and they're going to be like that all the way to the end. And that's my topic of my message. All the answers is right there. And the people's heart converts the answers, convert the things that's actually right before them, very clearly seen, because they want to make everything feel good to them. And what part of that do they want the good feeling? Their flesh. Okay. So I sit back and I think about how they have brought up Nipsey, the young man that passed away, and now they're saying all these other stuff coming up. All of that is trash. That man ain't done nothing for the glory of the Most High Yah. And I don't understand. I do understand. Let me not say that. It's no understanding in the way the world want to share love, their fake love and care and unity. They find it in chaos. That's deep to me. Oh, that's deep. So it makes sense why he's saying the answers are all laid out. Because if I gave them 400 years to connect to me, to find out spirit and truth, and to repent for not only themselves and their forefathers, and they took not my route. They took not my route, but they go to these individuals that said that they are people of Yah and follow them day and night and day. And these people are not laying anything out on the table for them to come to the table and realize what's really going on. So he said all the answers are laid out, but they will not take not one from the table. Mm-hmm. They will not take not one from the table. I knew that Judah is going to die, but I didn't want no European to speak it on nationwide. But Yah is saying, wait a minute, Deborah, what you mean you don't want a European? What difference does it make? You know that it's going to happen. So whether a European, a Chinese, a Russian, Ethiopia or even you. Is it true? That's how y'all get me. That's how he get me. Is it true? So this man who's claiming, this European, to claim to be a prophet, when he said that, let me tell y'all something. That is true. But I just didn't want to hear it from a European. He said, well, okay, if you didn't want to hear it from a European that says he's a prophet, which one of the African Americans, which one of the tribe of Judah are going to pull up with the prophecy or with the vision or with the dream? Are they pulling up with the dream? Nope. He's right. He's right. As always. He's always right. So it's showing you exactly that all the answers are on the table. And you all, I said it over and over, and this is what this topic is about. But if you only know the gift that you are receiving tonight, and that is all the answers is on the table. It's on the table. That means the European nations and which is the elites that rules the four corners, they can do whatever they want. Because the way y'all set this date up is they using them, the bottomless pit, to cut into the tails of Israel and Judah as a form of judgment. He even allowing Judah to cut up and destroy themselves as if they have no spirit or no connection to him. As Abel and Abel, Cain and Abel. He said it's even worse than that, because Cain killed Abel out of a form of what he was feeling at that moment. He said the men out here that's killing now is killing it, is doing it as an enjoyment. They doing it as if it's nothing to it. I sat and I told y'all, during that pandemic, they set all that reset. When they did the reset and they set all those unemployment to pay all these people, it was a trick behind it. We're going to get them to never want to return back to work. And you got at least, and you all are in full denial, you got at least 70% of our men that are out of work by choice. By choice. They ain't returning back to work. So when these migrants come in and they're taking these jobs, then they're going to really be out there. But what they're going to try to do is try to do something when they realize. That's why you go out onto every city, you go out into every state, you're going to see a bunch of us hanging out. Now, the Europeans are out there hanging out too. They're out there hanging out too. So don't get me wrong. But I'm speaking of us as a people. It's more of them than it is us. And if we got the majority of us out here not working, out here not providing for home and their children, not taking care of themselves, out on the streets, on drugs, on alcohol, in the 60-70% of them in that homosexual game. They just out here. See, a lot of people think that being in the homosexual thing is just like a typical sin. No, it's beyond that. It's abomination. It's a mindset that can't think in a righteous state of mind. Yes. Is it like sin? Yes. It's no different than sin? No. But it's a different level in which that sin takes the individual. Say a person can lie is no different than a homosexual that's out here. It's still sin against Yah. But one takes you to a higher level of destroying yourself to where you'll never make it back if the Holy Spirit don't redeem you from it. And then when they get back, they got to think about all the people that they led astray to play that same abomination lifestyle. And now they're free. An elderly lady that stayed next door to me when we was moving in, she's assistant pastor, and her pastor of the church was another female. And when she met me and I met her, we talked, and her son asked me one day if he could talk to me. We were out there from like noon to night. And I told him that I was sorry and that I hate that happened. Sister Deborah have a problem that is very powerful within, because I'm the opposite of that. I cannot understand why women would I don't look at drugs as the way that why they did it. I can't, to me as a mother, I could have been on drugs. I could have been smoking. I could have been drinking. I could have been doing all of that. But instead, I wanted to be a wife and a mother. A wife and a mother. I wanted to be the best wife and the best mother. So I never drunk around my children. I wasn't a drinker, not even a wine. I wasn't one that smoked. I wasn't one that's partying. I wasn't a person I was about a mother and being a good wife. There to take care of the house and work out of the house. You see, I guess you call that a home builder, a homemaker, or whatever. But when I hear the stories about the issues with mom, they be blowing my mind. But I also go back and think, well, if their mom did this, I could see why they have issues with their mom. I can definitely see why they have issues with their mom. If your mom raised you in the house where they were smoking dope and drinking and you was beaten with, see, my mother didn't whoop us with extension cords and all stuff like that. My mother and daddy didn't beat us. I didn't beat my children. I didn't whoop my children with extension cord. I didn't do things like that. So it's hard for me to really grip the fact that people have a lot of issues with their mother in this day and time because of the way they brought them up. This one guy was saying his mother locked him and his sister up and didn't feed them for months and months, and the sister died. They put her in jail. She's in jail now because she was selling her body and she was drinking and on drugs. She had a house, but she wouldn't feed them. You see, she had, I think, 8 kids, and she starved them. And as they talk now, they're grown, like grown. They ain't no better than she was. And it's not because, I think it's the way that they lived among that spirit that long, till they themselves became the same spirit of who their mother were. You see? So it's like, to me, it's just, I get it. I really get it. And what part is that you get, Deborah? You say you get it. What part do you get? That the Father in heaven kept me closed in my right mind. He been with me for a mighty long time. I was appointed, anointed, predestined, foreknew, ordained to be his. So all the things that I could have gotten involved in, I didn't. And it wasn't because of me. Let me make sure I make that statement. So I want y'all to get that. I want you to get it. Get it. It ain't nothing I did to keep myself from doing alcohol, drugs, and all these other things. Because I did sin. I did other things, but I just didn't do all those things that destroy my marriage and my family, my children. My children didn't get to see anything that their mother could line up to be even this day. You see? And when I look back at it, and I don't look at it as it was all me, because I can sit here and give you my life, and you'll say, "Well, see, you weren't perfect either." Right? I wasn't. And if I told you my life, you'll say, "Oh, well, that ain't nothing. You ain't done nothing." Yeah, but I did to me, because I knew that I was no different than you. I'm no different than you. So it's just so much that is have all the answers on the table, and I just cannot to continue to cover up the fact. Oh, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Oh, he said this and he said that. Oh, this is said to happen. This is said to happen. All of it, he said, it's already on the table for him, Deborah. They didn't see it the 400 years. Now they passed the 400 years. They still don't see it. 92 don't even know that they are Israel. So see how deep that they don't see it. See, I told you they don't see it. And we as people, we want to give them all this power. We want to give them all this authority. Oh, that's my brother. That's my sister. Those are my people. That's my nation. That's my tribe. Y'all said you better kick that trash to the curb and let him deal with that. Let him deal with tribe, my nation. You got to understand what brother is. When I told them forgive their brother 70 times 7, they was their brother in the body of Hamashiach. I ain't telling them that your brother is the serpent seed. Go forgive him 7 times 7. See, that's why I said to y'all, when you go into this book, you must get in it with the Holy Spirit. That's the only one that's going to break this thing in you and out of you, so that you can be able to teach it and speak it in the way of the word and not the words. So we must understand that the Father is I mean, then laid it all out. I remember it was a couple of years ago, I wore y'all out about Deuteronomy 28. The Father had to say, okay, say no more. Stop. You gave me 2 years on that. Hold up. And Deuteronomy 28 is active right today in full force. Gone. A man that stabbed his daughter, he stabbed his daughter. I think she was a little girl. I think she was a little girl, a young girl. I think she was a little young. I'm trying to figure out. No, she wasn't young. Yes, she was. I think she was 12 or 13. He stabbed her to death. When he got in jail, somebody just stabbed him the other day in jail. You see what I'm saying? What is going on where our black men and our black women are not feeling wrong, wicked, evil, murdering and killing, stealing and destroying? What is in a people, the African Americans, where they're not feeling nothing that is actually being done by them? I do not get it. To where when something really seriously come up, like Sonia Massey, everybody on the outside hooping and hollering, making videos after videos, and no one standing in unity as black men leadership. You didn't see ICU going down to the police station where that European is at. You won't see them do that, will you? You won't see GOCC. You won't see all of these people who've been on this devil platform all these years calling themselves people of Yah. Standing for what? You can't stand for righteousness, because when righteousness stands for righteousness, it don't stand for what righteousness is to you. It stands for righteousness for what it really is. You will never get them going down there. None of them against what that man did. Just to show the United Snakes that we got y'all number. It's over. Judah is gone. African Americans are gone. Now the judgment to show them. I told y'all I wasn't playing. After the time of the Gentiles, I'm going to deal with the house. And the house and his way of dealing with it is allowing us to see the house for what it really is. That's a judgment in itself. And when we sit and deny that we as a people are very destructive toward one another, destructive and tearing up our household, our families, killing our children, killing our husbands, our wives, our mother, our father, our grandparents, stealing, not working. They're not working, you guys. 99.9 of y'all don't have no idea that our Black men, 70% is not working. It's not laboring. And I'm saying from 55 and under are not working. I heard a couple of them say, I would rather rob and break into my house and kill somebody and take something than get out here and get a job. They mean that. That's Judah. That's African Americans. But would y'all tell the truth about it? No. They won't tell the truth about it. So the father said, that's okay. My judgment gonna tell the truth. When my judgment has already hit, and just because it ain't hit your house yet, it's coming close, ain't it? Ooh, Father, that's deep. He says it's coming close. Wait till it come all the way up on you. Then you're going to start to see the judgment of the Most High. Yeah, because you got to see it. You got to behold it. You got to not only behold it, you got to hear it. You got to feel that time. Because he's not going to let you get away with 400 years not feeling this thing or understanding this thing from his standpoint of a curse. And you're going to get up out of here and now it's time for you to go to somewhere. No, you about to feel something. It's time for you to feel something. You're going to feel that judgment. Y'all ain't never had a judgment where you cannot feel it. And whether you want to feel it or not, you're going to feel it. Because you want to run around here and make it wrong for someone telling you all. Look, y'all, look what our people are doing. Look how we are conducting ourselves. 99.9 had no idea that 70% of African American men is without a job. And I ain't using no news statistics or whatever. I'm telling you, these is facts that they keep sweeping under the rug. So when they're not working, they're out there killing one another, taking from one another, robbing somebody, going upside somebody's head with a bat. They have no feeling of deleting someone and realizing that person would never exist again. They don't care. It don't matter. Want me to tell you how deep it is? They killing their babies and don't care. They killing their wives and don't care. The wives are killing their children and don't care. Their men are killing their girlfriends, their fiance, their ex, their mother, their father. They're killing them up, y'all, and don't care. And the whole world is watching them. And then you say, well, wait a minute, Europeans doing, that's where the problem is at. That's where your problem is at. Let me tell you a little bit of something. Only one that's going to go down after this Euphrates River dried up, that war, and then it's going to be connected to start what's going to happen here in this country. Guess what? The other countries, they might be uniting. They're going to be still here. You see? So what was the deal for here? See, you all thought that it was just the United Snakes, Babylon. But it was also Judah that's in Babylon. Judah that's on the four corners. The house of Israel that's on the four corners. I'm coming to that house. Why, Father? Why are you coming to the house? To judge their tales. Because they didn't feel the curse. But I guarantee you, Deborah, they're going to feel that judgment. They're going to feel it. And you know what's good about it? I'm going to tell you the good about it. I already feel it. I feel that thing. I feel it because he's allowed me to behold it, to see it for what it is, to see it for what it's going to be. They can't feel it because they're gone. That's what's going on with African Americans. They're gone. They standing right now on nationwide TV trying to tell you how to buy crypto or whatever it's called. They on nationwide television trying to sell you jewelry. They on nationwide television trying to sell you different stocks to different countries, to buy different stocks from different places. They on all these medias trying to do something to make themselves money because they have given up their jobs, like many of them have. Many women have as well. They've given up their jobs. All of them are giving up their jobs and don't even understand, baby, you falling right in line with the will of your judgment. Because them people coming over here, they're gonna have your jobs anyway. They're gonna have your jobs. They already getting them, and they got your money already. You see them giving them all the money. While y'all got y'all tail quitting your jobs, they sitting here paying them just to come over here. A lot of, and this is what a problem is at among African Americans. Nobody wants to speak about it and talk about it. Why? Because they don't. It's called I don't give a rat's behind. That's the mentality of their true mind and their true heart. So they're going to come and take what's yours. They're going to take what you got. It ain't going to be the heathens and Gentiles. It's going to be your own people and the immigrants coming to destroy you. And if you don't have that seal in your forehead, don't think he didn't know what he was doing. He put that seal down for a reason. He knew what he was getting ready to throw down with. The Father knew what he was getting ready. He said, wait, let me show you how deep it was. The four angels were out on the four corners to do the destruction with the earth, on the earth, the wind, the trees, and the hurricanes and everything. When he sent another angel down with the seal and told them, don't touch the earth until you have sealed mine in the forehead. That's to keep them from away from what? What he's about to do. To seal his from what he was about to do. While you all are running around and nobody, and I say that, and you might think when I'm saying you all, I'm speaking of myself as well, and you don't even get it. I'm in that too. I can't escape out of being Judith. I can't escape that I'm in that nation. I can't escape when they see me, they see you. I can't escape none of that. I'm in there then. But I will tell you that I will get on this devil platform and I will speak spirit and truth with the light in my right hand. I will tell the things which is righteous. I will bring before you the things that the system of our community and I mean, the African Americans will never bring forth. Our Sister Deborah will do that. It's just many things that are going on. Now, this is something else. It's this one guy, and I don't know what girl wanted him, but I guess they see something in these females just want them something. They don't care what it is. They go on a dating site. They don't care what it is. But I guess I got a little something about myself. You know, I'm not willing to just stoop that low. And I never was that type of person. So this is what happened. He decided, I think he was in her car. Somewhere along the line, he decided to cut her head off. His girlfriend. So you know how they interrogate you in a room. They had him in a room. I'm going to show you this. And his brother walked in. I guess it had to have been his oldest brother, even though he looked like he was his younger brother. He was so happy to see his brother. He jumped up to go hug his brother. His brother told him, no hugs. No, you have no spirit. You are crazy. You have no spirit. This man stood there, and why did Sister Deborah just was saddened to see his brother not embrace him. But I was happy that his brother didn't, because he's so used to him and his brother, when they see each other hugging, his brother reject the hug and told him, you are not my brother. You have no spirit. Man, I didn't mean to kill her. I didn't mean to do it. I mean, like, he had to been like 28, 30 years old. But his brother walked in. They let him meet his brother, talk to his brother. And his brother walked in. He just told him he did it. And his brother told him, no, don't try to hug me. Don't hug me. No, don't hug me. You are not my brother. You are not my brother. You don't even have a soul. That's what he was telling him. Now, you see the response of his brother toward what he did, but how this man felt nothing wrong with what he did by cutting her head off. And since I cut her head off, bro, we still cool. You know, we still in there with each other, huh? You see what I'm saying? This is the mind of the African American black men. This is their mindset. They don't see nothing wrong with nothing they do. But somewhere this young brother, he looked younger, but he could have been his older brother, but he looked younger. He wasn't going for it. And he told him in there, I will never hug you ever again, because I won't ever see you again. That's what he told him. He needed to tell him that, to let him feel that hurt. He needed to feel that, because a lot of them think that I can go around here and chop my mother head off and I'm cool in the jail. We cool. But I tell you this, a lot of men have no idea the worstest place you want to go in life is in the prison system, because they're using you for everything they need. And the system is going to let them tear your tail up. I work for the prison system. They're going to let them have their way. And you're going to be in there for years and years, having to be lower than ever, that you never would have thought you would have to be. So a lot of them that's out here going out here doing this stuff, they have not even a conscience of guilt. What is going on? So I said, okay, this judgment, where is this judge? Since you said you're going to be a judge, you're going to be putting a judgment on Judah. What is this judgment? This judgment seemed violent. This judgment seemed to be something crazy and wild and murdering. And Deborah, just stand down. Let it be what it is. Let it be, because they want to pretend that they tough and they bad. Wait till these immigrants get on them. That's where you're going to see where your brothers are really at. It's when these immigrants. So right now, they become the weak link. They're not the strong link anymore. Our men are not the strong link. They are the weak link now. Someone says, but Deborah, we got some good men out here. All men ain't like that. But see, that's where you know the problem is at. Because if a woman has to see it and a man cannot see it, then that shows you where the problem rests. See, I wouldn't have to say it if they said it. You get what I'm saying? So Father say, I use what I desire to say it, because I couldn't get them to tell the truth. I can't get them to speak the truth of the whole matter. I can't get them to say what's actually going on in Deuteronomy 28. I can't get them to own Deuteronomy 28 end game. I can't get them to understand this is where you at, is where I put you. This is a curse of mine. I can't get them to see or say or do or speak or unite to get it all out in the right way. I can't get them, none of them, to do it. So who are they to tell me that it would not be righteous for a woman to speak? See, they didn't understand what they did not understand, you guys. Let me explain something to y'all. The kingdom is not set up like his brand is righteous, belief, faith, and fear. Okay? Righteous, belief, faith, and fear. Those are his brands. Okay? What people have not understood about this powerful creator is there's not a male nor female. There's not a white nor black. There's not a young nor old in his kingdom category. You get what I'm saying? So when you think that it's all about a white and a black and a male and a female, or a young and an old in Yah, all of that trash is not going to be consistent. It ain't going to be considered. We're going to all be spirit. We're going to all be changed. We're going to have that same image he blew in us. We're going to have that image of a spirit like unto his spirit. It ain't going to be a male spirit or a female spirit. It ain't going to be a white spirit or a black spirit. It ain't going to be a young spirit or an old spirit. That's what we can't get past, because we reject him in every way of knowledge of the spirit realm, wisdom of the spirit realm, understanding of the spirit realm. We want to stay in stupid, which is the realm of the natural teaching of all this trash that's out here. That's where we just want to rest in that sort of chaos. So when we can get out of stupid and realize that the kingdom ain't set to go the way that the world lives. All this that's set on this earth will pass away. It is not going to the kingdom. Yeshua is not going to be melanated like they think. He's a spirit. Nobody wants to really tackle the truth of the whole matter. Everybody wants to feed the people the lies, and the Father say, it's all well, salute it, Deborah, salute it. It's all the answers is on the table. So any answer, or you want a answer to a question, the Father says it's all on the table. Don't come to him. It's all set out for you to see. It's just, are you willing to see it for what it is? Or do you want to continue to make it a lie? It's up to you. Shoot your best shot. So I say unto you, it is so much that African American is supporting this unrighteous, to where when something happens, they won't support righteous in any shape, form, or fashion that shows the people in this country that, wait a minute, we got a little sense. We have shown them we are people who don't have sense. And we'll run around here and say, well, why you say that? You can say what you want. The how would I say it? The truth is in the pudding. Clearly seen out here. I've said, I know I said this about 9 months to a year. If you sit down and take just 1 week and write down every I'm gonna ask y'all that, because I'm gonna do that. I probably come on the, no, not the Sabbath. We ain't gonna do that on Sabbath. Maybe next week. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna write out everything that I see on YouTube that's showing you who our people are. And I'm gonna bring it right back to you and show you this is what I'm seeing today. I wish each and every last one of you would do that too, so we can, when we get on to live, we'll all share what we see. And when you do that, you're gonna say, Deborah, girl, you got it. You sure was right. It's a sight to even see, to even know that it's here. I've seen it already. He had to shut me down when the European come talking about he had a vision, and God gave him a vision, and he saw all these black people laying down dead in the streets. And I said, oh, he just, no, he can't be telling us nothing. He can't tell me nothing until the Father told me, you stand down. What is he saying that you ain't already knew? And I was like, I don't want him to know. I don't want him to know. Why? Because I wanted Judy to know. Why would I want a European? to have to give something like that to the world. And I'm sure he probably got about 400 or 500 or 600,000 views from that. You think the world don't want to hear that? Sure they do. Sure they do. And that's what was bothering me. But the Father said, but what about righteous? How many times have I told you what he said? That's what you've been telling your people. You already seen it. You already did seen what's to come. Why can't he? Why is he wrong? He's sure he's telling the whole world what's about to happen. And just because African Americans here in this country don't want to hear anything, don't want to come together, don't want to do something. I mean, they don't want to do anything. Everybody want to stand in their own little zone and say, this is it here, where I'm at. I got the Holy Ghost. I'm saved. I got the Holy Spirit. I got the Ruach HaKodesh. I'm saved. I'm sanctified. I'm the chosen. I'm the elect. And I don't care about nothing else. That is not of Yah. That is not of Yah. What is your purpose on this earth? What did he call you? Did he call you with a holy calling? Did he ordain you? Did he predestine you? Did he foreknew you? What did he purpose you for? Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to deal with that. Everybody wants to deal with this thing that, okay, I'm just going to be over here and let them do what they're doing. Yeah, they could be doing that, but I don't get involved. I don't get you right. It's nothing you should get involved. But the truth is never put out what is going on, because we want to keep silent on what we should be speaking about. And then when it come upon them, they hooping and hollering. Because like I'm telling you about these immigrants, not no African American nor the tribe of Judah is prepared for them to take their lives. And they're going to. They're coming straight into your community, living among you, around you. They're going to first go into your stores, not your stores, the stores around you, all different places around you. They're giving them all kind of good money. So they're going to be able to live around you. And then when they hear the bell, they're going to go and do what they do best. That's why they was doing all that in New York. They'll lock them up, and they said that, and the United States put a law that you cannot hold them. So if you have an issue with a immigrant, you going to jail, not them. So I'm just telling you, you about to see something where you ain't gonna be able to call on the Most High Yah, not why his judgment, because that judgment is there for a reason. It ain't there for you to call on him when you in hot water. He ain't coming. He ain't coming back and running to you while you in hot water. You didn't think of calling him before you got in hot water. You act like ain't nothing really going on. But when these migrants hit, that's gonna be it. And this is another thing. I'm not for sure. I ain't gonna say this is for sure. The way they might even do it would power grid come down, and that could be they go. That could be their go after. Okay. And that could be where it all will start. Or it can start before that. But don't think that they don't have it all in the plan. And the Father say again, it's all the answers is on the table. So when y'all run y'all tails around here trying to figure out, well, why they did this and why they did this, hear this monkeypox, why they did this and why this, why do you think? The answer is on the table. You reject the knowledge. You reject my prophet. You reject me. You reject my curse. Now it's your judgment and you trying to get answer to it. No, it's time for you to feel that thing. It's time. See, the judgment is you gonna feel that thing. Your fathers do back in the days, they felt that slavery. You got you got it way better than they have it, and you're worse than they were. But yet they went through stuff. They died. They hung. They did all kind of things for you to be able to be where you at, and you standing right now where you at, saying, "Oh, all is well. Ain't nothing going on. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh, this ain't going." But see, that's where you messed up. Because the tribe of the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah is a nation of people, you guys. China has a nation. Russia has its nation. All the other 50, 49 European, they have their nation. They in this the whole nation of European. India have their nation. Everybody have theirs. But African America don't want know nothing. They don't want to even be known as a nation. They don't even want to know who they are. They don't care of who they are. All they want to do is keep up chaos, violence in their community, kill one another in their community. Brother, you look at me, I'm shooting you. What happened? 2 security guards work on the same building. Why would you tell somebody that you bringing your gun and you're going to shoot the other security guard? Now, you went to a job, found out you didn't have a license to carry, nor a license to be a security guard, but you're going to kill this other security guard that you've been working with all this time in broad daylight. Just shoot him, kill him. 2 brothers. You see what I'm saying? This is the sort of stuff that's going on. So what me as a person, as a prophetess, what bothers me more than anything, I try to understand, why do a nation of people, African American people, have something to say when a European does something to one of theirs, when they have nothing to say, when they are destroying their nation in their communities with drugs, alcohol, violence, guns, all this stuff you doing to your people. But yet, as soon as someone kill one of your people, you want to make it look like the world has got to end, but not supporting to stand up for righteousness for that individual getting killed, just enough to have your mouth open to something. 99.9 of them ain't worth a dime. And that's why I was saying about 19 Keys. It's a sad thing how he has the right heart. He could be the one, you guys, but Yah is not going to let him. He got a heart that's haven't figured out really the fullness of Yah. But I'm telling you, he got the right way of speaking and teaching us as a people. But the people don't even tune in to him. And it goes back to, like I said, the narrow gate is the way. The broad gate, a lot of them thinking because they got all the subscribers and likes, oh, we got it made. It's all going our way. It's going, they liking us and subscribing. They don't even understand, baby. If you understood what the broad gate is, you'll understand that that's the way you have made it for the people to follow you. Because you have not given them spirit and truth. You have not shown them the way to the light. You just giving them what can feed your household. And that's it. That's it. And that's just what it is. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's always been. But you don't hear people having no mindset. And thing about it is, say for instance, even me on live, if I had something to say about the way our men is, if that shoe don't fit you, don't put it on. And don't be so quick to put it on. But it shows you how it's almost like they fall in the same basket because they can't seem to separate themselves from what one is saying they're doing. If you're not out here killing, raping your children, drugs, alcohol, going to house, dropping baby seeds all over. If it ain't you, why are you putting the shoe on regarding me talking about men? It shows me how deep the sickness really is, because they can't seem to get past a female talking about men. So I'm gonna upload my other video that I made earlier today, because I keep feeling the Most High say, no, upload that, upload it. And I know I'm gonna tell you something else, you guys. We're in a day where nobody wants spirit and truth. No one wants the light. No one wants truth. No one wants scriptures. They don't want the verses. They don't want the chapters. They don't want nothing in the book of their instructions and directions, the King James Version. They don't want nothing in that direction. You see, they don't want to follow anything it's saying. Why? Because we're in the dark days in which it was prophesied that we will be in. The great falling away, and in a sense is, oh, they have to fall away, Deborah, because they're not falling my way, because I'm taking mines out. So they can fall away wherever they want them. I'm taking mines out. So I will say to you all that all the answers, like the Father have spoken to my spirit, is on the table. You mean it's no answers to anything. I mean, the questions people ask, don't play with them, because the answers are all laid out, plainly seen. It's no struggle to know what is actually taking place right now. Everything is actually taking place right now, and it's no needing trying to sugarcoat everything and make people think that these things ain't or have not taken place, when he said that they have. They right before. And I kind of think of that as if I wouldn't want y'all to go to each and every last one of our house to prove to us that I'm judging your butt. Now, how you like that? See, somewhere along the line, we got to feel what's going on is the will and the working of Yah and the judgment of Yah. But when we get into that mode where we don't want nobody to say nothing about what's going on, and if what's going on is a lot of men raping their little babies and raping their little girls, and a lot of grandpa then left here raping their sons, your sons and their daughters, and nobody wants to talk about it, nobody don't want to say nothing about it, nobody. But you know what? That was all darkness to still continue today, because no one opened their mouth to say anything. And now people are opening up airways to where people can talk about it. And I've seen 2 already on this morning about Black men raping their babies. 2. That's this morning. So I'm going to sit down. I think I might do it next week. And I'm going to take 3 days, and I'm going to list all the things that is happening, whether it's male or female, amongst the house of Israel. And I'm going to bring it before you. And I hope that you would do the same. Just bringing the case before one another, so we can see that these things are actually out here. And it's not that we're going to change it, but Yah says somebody going to feel this thing, because it's actually my judgment. And if we are waiting to feel it by allowing it to come to our household, I don't want it at my household. I don't want it amongst my sons. I don't want it amongst my daughters. So I own that thing. I let the Most High know that, hey, I can feel that thing. What do you mean, Deborah? What do you mean when you say you feel it? I feel what he's talking about. If he got a judgment out here, why would I walk around and act like I don't feel that judgment? Oh, because I want to be better, holy than thou, or I want to be something that I am not. That's crazy. A lot of you all have no idea when I say I feel that thing. That sets me free. Because the whole overall, y'all wanted us to feel that thing. How can you go into repentance? How can you feel remorse? How can you feel sorry if nothing affects you? Because that's the hardened hearts of people. Their hearts are so hardened. Nothing affects them. And they don't understand having a hardened heart is a wicked heart. I try to shut this white man down, saying, what he doing? Talking about he's seen y'all gave him a vision of all these black people, knowing in the last 2 years, y'all already done told me that. But I didn't want him to say it. I feel we as African Americans, or we as the tribe of Judah, should speak that thing, because we're going to feel that thing. We're going to feel the judgment of Yah. Oh, no, they walking around here. It ain't me. He talking to them. It ain't about me. He talking to me. And then y'all sitting around. You got all these men not working. You know why? You know they're not working. That's why they take out the time to kill these women and to mess with their babies and to cut heads off, to chop up in pieces, to kill their mother, to kill their father. This is what they have time for, because they're not on the workplace working, laboring to take care of who? Themselves. And nobody want to say anything. Only time everybody want to say something is when they want to say, oh, the heathens and Gentiles, the white people are messing with us. The Father want me to tell you one thing. Ain't nobody mess with you worse than your own tribe, your own people. And that's how ignorant African Americans or Judah really is. Ain't nobody mess with you like your own. Because if you sit and you lean on the curse, the reason why he didn't bother them, my whole thing was, Father, well, why didn't you stop them from lynching those men and those women and cutting them in private areas, setting them on fire and killing these women babies and feeding these babies to alligators? Why didn't you stop all that? Wasn't that crazy, Father? Y'all, why didn't you stop it? For what? Wait a minute. Let me tell you one thing. I sit high and I sit low. Know that I don't play. If you knew what they were doing in the promised land, you will understand a lot of things that's happening to them in this curse. It's no different for the way they were conducting themselves on that promised land. So what was I supposed to do? I put them in the curse. Well, I was supposed to go in there. Oh, no, you can't do that. I'm going to take this. Don't do that. Stop. Take this. Stop. No, don't do that. No, for what? For what? I could blink an eye and stop all of it. But for what? See, this is what I sit and try to tell y'all as Judah, as the African Americans. They don't understand anything. Deuteronomy 28, end game 7 times, until you are destroyed, until I destroy you, said the Most High Yah. He mean that. Even if he have to raise the dry bones out of the grave to take them over to the promised land, he's going to do that too. I asked him about a whole lot of things. I said, when I heard on the slave boat, the women was jumping over because they took their baby and they jumped over with their baby and they were being raped. There was all these things. And see, I'm gonna tell y'all something y'all don't know about the Most High Yah. Before it was, it is. Before it was, it is. Before it was, it is. It is what? Seen in the kingdom. So y'all ain't seen nothing that you don't get to see nothing that he done already seen. This is why I say you find no fear on the earth of the Most High God when you need to have all fear of him. Because everything might not go your way. Let's give an example for me. Let's say, for instance, I go and get in the car and I go somewhere. And I can say, I can feel good. Everything's feeling okay. And I go somewhere and I come back, or I go back out and I go somewhere and I have a horrible accident. A horrible accident. Y'all seen that accident way before that day came. He could have stopped it. He could stop anything and everything. But why didn't he? See, this is the one I fear. I fear him enough to know, even if I pray that he keep me and protect me, I'm going to believe that he will. But even if he don't, I still know that he can. You see, it ain't about if he don't or if he do. Know that you know him, that he can. You see what I'm saying? When you get to that level, then you say something, Sister Deborah. Outside of that, kick rocks. When you know him like that, well, even if he don't, I know that he can. Let me give you another example. Today I was over here and I was sitting up here and I wanted to go into one of those sadness, sad cry movement. He said, for what? I said, because I've been asking you and asking you if it's your will, if you would, see to it that I be able to do this and to do that. And he was like, and I said, well, if others can, I should be able to, Father. Y'all, I know you can do it. I know you can make the way. I know you is that right hand power. But when you finish hooping and hollering, if I don't have it already in mind for you, get somewhere and sit down with it. You see? And that's what I did. I got over there, went in the bathroom, wiped my face, set my tail down. Set my tail down. You can't run him. You can't control him. Even though he know my desires and my want, he still knows that you know that I rule. If I wanted it for you, you will get it. If I don't, that's why you don't see it. You see? He is not one to be played with, you guys. He's all that and some. So what did I have to do? I went there, washed my face, set my tail down, and shut up. Because he wasn't playing it. He wasn't going for it. When you know him like that, then you know something. But so many people want to make him something that he ain't. And this is the reason why we reject everything that he has said unto us since the beginning of time. He's been talking to us. We reject everything he has said. And we have found time to find a joy and pleasure in our own self-understanding with no fear of him at all. No fear. And the reason why I wouldn't wash my face and set my tail down, because he don't play. Cut it out. I know your desires. I know your want. I don't need you to be hooping and hollering, thinking that's going to get me. I don't need you to tell me who I am. I know. If I want it for you, I see it for you. If I don't, know that I can if that's what I want. I took my tail in there and wiped my face and went somewhere and sat down. Said no more. So I'm just saying to you, know him like that. That's the fear that is not on the earth for him. Whether it's anyone on the earth, they don't have no fear of him. Now, how do you think he feel about that? I think he don't like the feeling of him being all that and some, and no one has the fear. But he said, my fear don't have them, because my fear is my brand. I brand the spirits of those that are of me with the spirit of fear. You see? So therefore, the reason why fear ain't on the earth of this creator is because they're not of him. And the serpent seed is not going to fear him in the way of what he's doing, even though they know they still answer to his will. So Sister Deborah, hope you got something out of it. And be aware of many things that's taking place. And I am next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think I do it that Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I'm gonna take those 3 days, and I'm going to write out everything that's actually happening in that day that is important for me to bring forth to you. And the reason why I'm going to do it is because a lot of times you can say things all day and all night, and it ain't gonna matter. But the reality of it got to hit somewhere so one can understand that this thing is deeper, you guys. It's deeper than you can even imagine. Just because everybody role playing on it don't mean nothing. This thing is serious. These things is actually taking place. This thing is serious. I'm also about to upload another video. And tomorrow my video is going to be it's going to talk about woman. This video I'm going to upload tonight is about men. I said in there that you are to try it. Just try it. Pull up how many times MEN is in the biblical book. And then pull up how many times WOMEN is in the biblical book. So I'm speaking of men and I'm speaking of woman. So when you pull it up and you see the big difference to as far as the difference of 2,900 times more. And then it's not even including the word MEN, but it's not including those whose name like David and Abraham and Isaac. So they are men too. You see what I'm saying? So when you pull up MEN, get the count, the number. And then when you pull up WMEN, you get the count. Then you get the count on those who had names of men. You see, meaning Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's separate from the MEN, because all you're looking for in the King James Bible is MEN and WOMEN. And then you go and you dig up again and you key up the male's name. How many male names are in the King James Bible, and how many female names are in the King James Bible? Then you add them to the number and see the number. Now, when you see the number, you're going to understand pretty much more of you can do that. And when you do that, then look at the video. It's showing you how important it is for Sister Deborah to write down men, write their tails down. Because what the Father revealed to me in the lesson I had this morning, it's like, don't let up. If they want to put on the shoes in which you're speaking of, let them put them on. If they want another pair every day, let them put the shoes on. Because they feeling that the shoes fit them. Because never let your heart and your emotions and your spirit detach yourself to anything somebody is saying about a man. Vice versa, even about a woman. You don't put yourself, if I say a woman, women, they drink and they alcohol, you shouldn't get offended of me saying that. But do you know many does? Why are you getting offended if you're not drinking and alcohol? You're not drugging, you're not on drugs and you're not on alcohol. So why are you getting offended? You see what I'm saying? The only way you can get offended is because that spirit of what I'm speaking of is in you somewhere, lost in you, that rooted up in you. Anything somebody says about a man, anything somebody says about a woman, if it ain't got nothing to do with you, you ain't got no reason to be taking it to heart. It is no reason to be getting upset and angry because this woman talk about men. When the Father want me to let you know that you might as well turn yourself into a woman. You might as well go get be a woman then. You might as well see if you can get changed. Everything changed over to a woman. Because he said from the beginning to the end, he been talking to men. And if you don't like him talking regarding men, He said, he tell you what, change your tail over to a woman. And I still be talking to you, even if you are a woman, to keep your emotions intact, because your emotions is all over there and weakened like a weak woman. And when I say a weak woman, because he says she's the weakest link. You find more men today in the weaker link lane of like a woman. And the father, and the only reason why he said that deal with her. Let me tell you how powerful that is. Let me tell you how powerful that is. And when he said that, he says to the husband, deal with the women as the weaker link, as the weaker. Okay? And if you don't, since you want to go into the instructions and direction book, this is the word. This is the word. Let me give it to you. And if you don't, your prayers will not be answered. Many of you all didn't know it said that, but yes, it does. It done told these men, don't come to me if you can't deal with a woman in the tender way, in a delicate way, the way that I created her. Not the way you want to see her, not the way you want to treat her, not the way you want to see her to be, because every man says she's this and this and this and this and this. You got to deal with her where I created her to be. And I say that she's the weaker. And that's the way you deal with it. And if you can't deal with her at that level, I won't have nothing to do with you. Because you know why you can't, he don't have nothing to do with you? He said, I won't hear your prayers. So that means he ain't gonna have no communication with you. And this is what you see in the world today. They have no communication. All these Hebrew Israelites, they have no communication with y'all. They have more communication with you all on this devil platform than they have with the Most High y'all. They have no communication. That's why they on here teaching you, deceiving you, manipulating you. I believe also a woman that knows, a woman that have had children, and I don't mean a child, somebody like me. I have 4 men. How could you speak this way of men and you got 4 men? I can speak this way day and night, and not one of my sons will line themselves up to be the way they hear me say men are. They wouldn't do it because they know that they are not of that way. Now they might say, when I know somebody, but yeah, mama, you right about this, because when I'm in the barbershop, that's exactly how you see what I'm saying? They don't have no issue. They know who they are. They know that they are not what these people are out here. They know that. They ain't gonna sit and say, well, you talking about me and all talking about me. Now, sometimes they might say, well, mama, what is that? Another something about men. I said, well, okay, well, what's wrong with what I'm saying? And then the first question I asked, do you think what I'm saying is wrong? No, what you're saying is right. You saying it right. It's just that they have heard it and they will not apply it to them. They will not apply it to themselves. And that's the same thing I say on this devil platform. If it's not you, stop putting the shoes on and getting coins on your feet. For putting shoes you can't even put your foot in, but you want to put your foot in it because you want to be included in what I'm saying about them. Stop. There's no need for that. But tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do a message regarding women. Now that I've seen all the numbers of how many times women are in there and woman is in there, I want to cover what is being said, and I already know in my spirit, but I'm going to do it anyhow, that it's not very much in there, you guys. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not very much. You want me to tell you why? When everything he did, he made sure Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Moses and David, he made sure, watch this, y'all, listen to this, that they did not include women. Isn't that beautiful? Yah never wanted them to include women and children in the number. Don't add them to it. This between you and I. They don't get that. They gone. They too far gone. They don't get it. And this has to be said because it's the truth. And this is what has happened to, truly what has happened to our families, y'all. This is the truth of the matter. This is what happened to our families. This is truly what has happened to the family. Nope, it wasn't something woman done. It wasn't what she did in the beginning. I'm going to upload the video tonight, and hopefully everyone will get a chance to see it tomorrow. But I'm going to upload it tonight, and maybe you can hear it tomorrow. But I'm going to speak tomorrow and do a video regarding woman and women. And it's not very much he says in it. And a matter of fact, a lot of things he said, not including women and children. It's a reason for that, y'all. And they still ain't gripped that today. And they supposed to be the children. They supposed to be the men in this nation. You see how we don't have no support. You know how many men should have got up and fought, or not fight like fist fight, march, only men, especially with these so-called Hebrew Israelite movements, and march down regarding this Sonia Massey. You know why? It's to just show the world we're getting tired. We can't have this. They ain't gonna do it. 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 But they think that the women should change themselves to follow their order and their leadership. And 70% of them ain't even working. You got this Dow's man taking everybody's money on nationwide television, riding in the finest trucks and bikes and dressing, and got the women looking like mop heads, walking around looking like mop heads. He got all kind of brand name and all of this off of somebody else's. He ain't working. He is not working. You're not laboring. You want the word. That's the one thing you try to get away with. Or if what do you say? Your works. The works ain't got nothing to do with that. You're laboring, bro. But you ain't laboring for what all you have. You got 4 wives, 2 kids. Who's taking care of those kids? You ain't laboring. The people that are laboring and bringing their funds to him. This is where you call sickness. But the black men see that and desire. This is life right here. Let me quit my job. You got this other dark-skinned man, look like, I said, and his wife, she looked like something on her cuckoo clock. Sitting here and got him 3 or 4 wives out in the woods, y'all. And if you see how they live, and you say, now, Sister Deborah, I live like that. Not like he's living, because I got a lot of, like I told you, I got a lot of talent in my hands. I have a whole lot of talent. I could probably build a house out there in the woods. I really can. I know I got that ability to do stuff like that. This man got these women out here with these kids. You can see the kids ain't had a bath probably in 2 or 3 years. And you should see how they live. It just doesn't make any sense, y'all. And he gets on YouTube. He came out of Dow's. He out there, and the way he talking, he's trying to preach and minister to these men, and these men eating his stuff up. And I'm like saying, these men is not even teaching these men anything about even what they're reading out of in the instructions and direction book. And they following them like they giving them the best food, best what is it? Best Happy Meal, because that's about what it is. cheeseburger in the Happy Meal. And we know that ain't even real meat, but they feeding that's what they give them. And I'm like saying, my thing was, the Father told me, you need to not keep saying that to me when you know the gate is narrow. Okay. Okay. And I really need to work on that. And that's what I was saying in my Psalms this morning. Help me to work on and to take in and seal what you already have birthed in me. Help me. That was a part of my Psalms this morning. Because he's given me too much for me to just drop it all over the place. It's in me. So let it remain, no matter what you see on the left and the right and in front of you or in the back. You got a lane. So I, Sister Deborah, would like to say I appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in. And I will be back. And I will be coming with a message regarding women and women, since I'm going to upload this other video regarding tonight regarding men. But I will be bringing forth a message regarding women tomorrow, women and woman. So I appreciate each and every last one of you all in the live chat, and I will be back. And the whole overall is, the Father wants you to know everything is out on the table. All the answers are there. And that means that if you have answers, search within, because it's there already. You don't have to go to and fro looking for it. You don't have to go up and down. The answers is within. Shalom and shalom.